It's 1 minute more to go. Let's start very punctual, like very German.
Very German.
And yeah, exactly.
So,
So, Luis, how about you give like a little bit of a background from yourself, your story, and what you would like to present?
my name is Luis Hohmann. I'm half French, half German. I'm born in Berlin, so from a German father and French mother. At the moment, I'm in my last year of studies at the ESCP Business School. I'm studying management, so it's specialized management. So we are learning all around the topic of from normal business administration to psychology and sociology. Um, I slipped into the crypto world 2 years ago, thanks to my colleague and now my partner, who was urging me every day for a long time to look at all those new different opportunities and possibilities there are. At the beginning, I was very reluctant, but the more I looked at it, the more I understood it. Actually, the more I looked at it, the less I understood it, but the more I understood that there was something happening right there. And so now we are in this world. I've been to Lisbon to the blockchain week to see how the different industries are affected. And for me, especially interesting, of course, is sports and how the blockchain is going to be implemented within the sports industry. Also, energy consumption. These are my two main interests. And yeah, I'm really happy to be here today and to be able to talk a little bit about how I think the blockchain is going to change the sports industry.
Great. Sounds really interesting. I hope you had a great time on the conference in Portugal. How was it?
It was insane. It was insane. So much alpha, so much like information, so bundled. Also, I met so many people that really have so many interesting projects going on, and yes, it's a lot, but I love it.
Wonderful. And I've seen also on your LinkedIn that you have like this energy consumption, right? And then, but how is this? Yeah, how this relates to sport, or is that two different things for you?
For me, these are two of my main interests. The relation is the blockchain. So I would say I chose what interests me most and looked at the industries from the blockchain perspective. So the blockchain is really the link between those two. I mean, energy consumption can be something in sports, but I would say less from a electrical point of view, more from, of course, athlete monitoring, everything that the blockchain can also do when it comes to how much the heart rate, how much energy the athlete is consuming itself. So there's this also interesting, but these are mostly linked through the blockchain.
Wonderful. Okay, perfect. And today you want to rather speak about the sports side.
Exactly. Today I'm here to speak about the sports side and how I think that the blockchain is going to impact it, and also how I believe we have the duty and the right, the chance actually, to educate people about it.
Great. Sounds really fantastic. So the stage is yours.
Thank you very much. So, hello again. My name is Luis Hohmann, as I just said. Thank you very much for having me here in the first place. So, just in the last 2 weeks, I have been to over 15 different blockchain related events. And I feel the need to tell you, we all know blockchain is changing everything. I mean, really everything. Most of the applications already in place are in the financial sector at the moment. DeFi is going crazy. But since 2017, we have seen an increase in applicability within many other industries. And as you can imagine, my main focus today will be on the sports industry. I have been asked by Mark to speak about the impact of blockchain in sports and how it will revolutionize the market. Therefore, I will explain you how the future of sports could look like and outline the main benefits of blockchain within the industry. So, before I'm going to do that, I want to clarify one thing. Everybody always tells you blockchain is like so difficult to understand. And oh my God, you can make a lot of money, but then you can lose it all. A lot of different explanations that actually create more doubt than understanding. I'm not here to explain you how the blockchain works itself. We have our courses for that. I will still give you some information about it. To cut it short, blockchain is a distributed ledger and creates monetary value for data. If you want to learn more about the blockchain from a technical and use case point of view, just hit me up afterwards. In order for me to showcase you how blockchain is going to revolutionize the market of sports, let me tell you a story. It's the story of Max and Karl. Max and Karl are brothers and live together with their parents. Max is 12 and just entered the gymnasium, equivalent of high school in Germany. Karl is 18 and going to the same school. Karl is in his last year and can't wait to finish. Both brothers are huge football fans. I mean real football, not American football. Both kids grew up with their father being their coach, and every weekend when Hertha BSC plays, they will go to the stadium and sing all together. Ha, ho, he, Hertha BSC. For the father, his name is Thomas. This is the moment where he feels the closest to his idols. Thomas loves the stadium. He can smell the atmosphere. There, he's part of the game because he can watch his players play on the field. And this is the connection a lot of 40 to 50-year-olds have with their sport, and they love it. After the game, all three of them drive home, and Thomas asks his kids, "What did you like most about the game today, kids?" Max, the 12-year-old, says, "I like that Piotr scored. I have a card of him and so rare." Karl says, "Yes, Papa. For us, when the 90 minutes game finishes, our real game starts." Thomas looks at both of them and asks them, "What is this thing you called so rare?" Max shouts, "Karl said it was like Panini stickers, but much cooler because you can play with them as well." Karl takes out his phone and shows his dad his formation. "Look, Papa, you can buy packages just like Panini stickers or match attacks, and you will receive random players. Some of them are really rare. I mean, really rare. And the better they are, the more it's difficult to get them. Then it works like a fantasy league. You do your formation with your NFTs, and depending on how they played on the weekend, they will increase or decrease in value." Thomas asked himself what NFTs are and what Karl is talking about when he says value. But he would never let his son explain him something. So he just nods and drives the kids home. Once his children go to sleep, he opens his laptop and starts searching about NFTs in sports. He thinks it's just another way to create Panini stickers and does not really see the usage in it. He looks at So Rare and thinks it's just another game invented by the industry to sensibilize kids. He texts his friends about it to see what they believe this new thing really is. Jörg, one of his friends, answers him directly. "Hey, Thomas, my kids are playing this as well. At the beginning, I thought, man, this is stupid. Just another way to lose money. But then my older one told me to look at Socios." Thomas is getting excited. Jörg always knows about the good stuff first. If he says, look at Socios, he should definitely take a look. Thomas Googles for this new thing and finds out that they have a partnership with Hertha BSC. He's feeling all pumped and starts reading about what Socios is. Socios is a way for clubs to launch their native token. This token can be bought, traded, and used for community involvement. But what do they mean by community involvement? He finds out that when you buy the Hertha BSC token, You will always own it until you want to sell it. He also finds out that Hertha BSC wants to involve their fans in the decision-making. He can't believe his eyes. By buying this thing they call a token, he can make money when his team wins and decide on which banner will be projected on the Olympia Stadium in the Ostkurve. And as if this was not enough, he reads that soon it will be possible to help Hertha BSC financially directly. He spends the next 30 minutes trying to find out how to buy, and he buys 100 Hertha tokens. The blockchain makes this possible. All three generations have gotten involved deeper in the day-to-day activities surrounding their team. They all feel closer to Hertha now. This story was designed to give you an understanding on how NFTs and tokenization are changing the fan-athlete relationship. The community is getting closer to the club. They are getting involved and will therefore give even more of their efforts and monetary resources to their team they cherish. I want to emphasize the point that building new revenue models is definitely one advantage of blockchain in sports, but the main point is trust. It's the first time in human history that we can trust. Not because we know each other, not because we believe in each other, not because of a notary or a prior agreement, just because of the blockchain, just because of how it was designed. I will not go too deep in the tech, as I said, but one thing is sure, the more your community will trust you, the further you will go. To resume, from a fan's perspective, the blockchain enables him or her to trust his club even more, get involved even more, and therefore fortify the bond they already have with their team or athlete. Imagine the third league club wants to buy, let's say, Cristiano Ronaldo, very improbable. But the fans could help their club to buy Cristiano Ronaldo by helping them to fund this club transfer. The club would issue an NFT of the desired player and fractionate it to give, let's say, 100,000 fans the possibility to buy a fraction of the NFT for 20 euros. If the player is then sold for profit, they would receive gains according to their partial holding of the NFT. As you see, there's not only the fan side that profits, but what is in for the athletes? Besides the fact that being closer to your fans grows your fan base, of course, athletes can profit in other ways. In the sports industry, in order to effectively formulate training plans, it is essential to monitor athletes' health data during training and competitions. One of the key issues is how to reliably collect important data from them in real time. Blockchain is a segmented database with multiple independent nodes participating together and is jointly maintained by these. The information processed by us is highly secure and the process is efficient and transparent. Based on the characteristics of blockchain distributed storage and decentralization, data systems based on this technology can efficiently collect information and apply it to the development of other athletes and industries. The sports health data collection system based on the blockchain in the sports industry is a development opportunity for the sports industry and the athletes. There are many types of sport health data collection systems. Some are based on the Internet of Things. Some are based on artificial intelligence, and some are based on databases. Blockchain is mainly composed of user layer, extension layer, and protocol layer. We could also call it layer 0, layer 1, and so on. It has the characteristics of decentralization, openness, autonomy, unchangeable information, and anonymity, or actually I would say pseudonymity. These features enable each module in the blockchain to safely update or transmit its own data. The sports health data collection system can help understand the athlete's own conditions so as to better target the training arrangements for the athletes. Due to the autonomy and decentralization of blockchain technology, various drawbacks in the sports industry can be solved by the blockchain. The progress of sports health information collection has evolved from the traditional collection methods to the new collection methods of today. Various health and sport indicators of the human body are tested anytime and anywhere to provide a scientific basis for human health assessment. With the help of blockchain technology, the integrity of the sports industry system has been improved, and a new model for formulating sports health plans has been established, which is of great significance to the development and growth of the sports industry and all their main stakeholders. But let's go back to the basics. The blockchain does not only increase the trust in the clubs, teams, and entities, but also in the athletes. I mean, just think about doping. I won't get too much into that, but having an unchangeable information about health assessments creates various incentives for athletes and their surrounding staff to actually be healthy. This is just one advantage for the athletes. In a lot of less followed and watched at sports, funding for the athletes is always a difficult topic. Now, with the blockchain, it's easier than ever for the athletes to create funding possibilities without having to pay 5 margins on the way. I'm not saying this was not possible earlier. I'm just saying this is now easier than ever. This means the athlete can concentrate even more on his sport, as all of the funding goes to him directly. This also means, in regard with the NFTs, he will be more motivated as his value increases or decreases depending on his performance. His fans are happy because they can see exactly how much they help their favorite athlete, and the athlete is happy as he can earn more money and feel closer to his fans. The blockchain technology is going to change the sport industry through many different opportunities that it will create and revolutionize the way in which we live the sport. The community is getting closer to their idols and the athletes closer to their fans. Clubs can create additional revenue, issuing NFTs or creating native tokens. They can interact directly with their communities, and even smaller teams now have the possibility to fund their business. Athletes' monitoring can be secured, and their direct revenue can increase through direct funding as well. All those open doors are still to be explored, and I'm really excited to see what other opportunities will be created in the future. Blockchain is a chance. The trust it gives us makes it possible for everybody to interact and not question the other side. We have to educate ourselves and the people around us in order to take part in this change. Blockchain is not difficult, it's just new. If you are interested in knowing more about how blockchain is changing the sports industry and many other industries, visit our website DGen House and register for your personalized learning experience. All those opportunities I have listed are just in the beginning, and we are all waiting to see how the sports industry will really develop. But let's first of all find out more about this with the next talk, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Luis. I really liked it, especially like your story, like your real world example in some way, like really visualizing the adoption, like how it is in many ways, you know, like the shifts of the generations. Really great.
Thank
you. So in case there are any questions from the audience, feel free to write them in the chat. Otherwise, I would also have a few.
Let me know. I'm open for questions.
Yes. So tell me a little bit more, like about your project. Like, how is your roadmap looking like?
So we have now.
What's your service also actually?
So the service first of all. So it's called DGen House, and as I said, for me personally and also my colleague, we found out by talking also with people within the crypto world that what is lacking is education. When we were talking with investors, they were telling us, blockchain, wow, buzzword, we need to get into that. Then when we ask them, do you know what is happening? They wouldn't have an answer. And this is not only with investors. This is also when I look at, I have one class in my university, which is blockchain, and the teacher knows a lot, but as it's in the creation, I can now, by learning through other different methods, know more than him. So we saw an opportunity and we decided to create a platform that gives the possibility to everybody to learn in a personalized way about blockchain. So that would mean that you can go on the platform, you could look at what interests you, and from what you pick, your own skill tree. I don't know if you know Assassin's Creed.
Game,
so
yeah.
they have a skill tree. There are many other games where you have like different skills and you have to do this one skill to unlock the next one. So this is kind of how we build the educational platform when it comes to learning. And the different paths are chosen by the other side of our service, which is a job platform. So we are working with a lot of different protocols and asking them, what is it you need? What are the people you need? You need people for Java. You need people for Python, for bots. What do you need? And from what the protocols need, we will decide on the tracks that are most attractive for the users, in order for them not only have a theoretical knowledge that is going to apply, but in the end, directly linked to the practical world. So we are helping out both sides and getting closer. We are trying to be part of the creation of the mass adoption, because without the mass adoption, this won't work.
And there is no adoption without education first.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah, and I think we're still like in this very early days where it's like easy to know more than the teacher, you know, because it's changing so fast at the space. So now it's the time, right?
And it's improving every single day. So at the moment we have built a community on a Discord, because we are lacking the practical courses at the moment. So we are talking with Udemy and Coursera and all those online platforms, but not directly with the platforms, but with the teachers in behind. So our point of the roadmap now is to find teachers that will give us courses that the job platforms have given us. So we are first educating the people ourselves by writing articles, answering their questions. What do you want to know? To build a community. This is the stage where we are at right now, but the roadmap is looking very exciting. And the first product to launch will be the educational platform. Later on, the link will be done with the job platform. The educational platform will launch mid-December. This is the question.
Okay, well, perfect. Right. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, if you want, you can also, I mean, we still have some minutes. If you want, you can share your screen and show us your website, or also put it in the chat or your Discord information.
Yeah, I can send you the Discord link and the link for the website. Where is the chat? This is the website. I don't know if you guys know what a degen is. So a degen, it's actually a negative narrative, but it's me, for example. It's the people that don't really know much about the technical point of view, but they just want to ape in everything because it's just so exciting, missing the real information. So we decided on using this negative narrative and turning it to a positive one by gathering all the degens under like a metaphor, a house. So this is what we try to do on this website, and also give protocols the possibility to simplify their message, because it goes in two sides. We found out that it's difficult to understand, but it's also difficult to explain. So like we have to simplify the message on the one side and give the opportunity to understand on the other. Understand?
Yes, step by step. Because I can also completely relate what you said at the very beginning. The first time I had a look into this crypto topic, the more I learned, the more open questions I had at the end, like going down this rabbit hole deeper and deeper.
Yeah, the more you go in, the less you know, but the more it's interesting. It's crazy.
Exactly, but you need to focus, specialize on specific things. Otherwise, you get lost very easily. Like
you have to be an expert in your part of the map. That's also what we try to do by giving the possibility to be expert in one part of the map. It's impossible. I can say that with nothing is impossible, but it's nearly impossible to know the whole map, to know everything, an expert about the whole map.
That's how you educate, kind of giving maybe a broad overview what it is, and then you can, like you said, it's a skill tree, you can go into this subcategory and getting more and more knowledge about the space, right?
Exactly. You're completely right. And that's why we created this house, and we are constantly looking for new people to be part of our community and grow this thing with us together, because we're all in this together.
Yeah, great. I'm just checking out the website. It looks very good. Are you like in a team, or you have a partner, or who's working?
So in the core, I'm one of the two co-founders, but we don't like, we are 8 now, and we try to have a flat hierarchy. So everybody is at the same. There's no like CEO, no like. It's just everybody is doing the best they can, and everybody together. Of course, within the team, there's like people that say what to do and others that don't. But
you need some hierarchy, a little bit, some authority, a little bit, but
not on the end.
Yeah, great. Yeah, it's good. This way you can really have the freedom to communicate, and work looks very nice. Cool.
I have to send you the Discord link. I don't know how I can get it now on this.
Yeah, otherwise I can actually also like just send you an invite link later for our Telegram group, and then you can just also join it. Actually, I can invite you to 2. I will do like one Telegram group for the speakers for the World Sport Forum, and another one which is like the global unit. And yeah, there you can also, of course, like stay up to date with all the events coming. Yeah, so.
Thank you very much again, Mark, for organizing all of this. This is really interesting.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for showing up, and that you appreciate it. I really liked your session. And yeah, I think if there are no more questions from the audience, maybe we could already start the next session. Gerard, are you in, or? Otherwise, we have like 3 more minutes. No.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for listening and for the attention. And I will turn my microphone off now. So.
Thank you very much, Luis. And I hope, yeah, maybe we can see you again in 6 months on the next conference.
I just see one question that's really.
Yeah, sure. Let's go for it.
What inspires you most about the future sports economy? Difficult question, but I mean, from a use case point of view, from my point of view, it's clearly NFTs and everything that is linked with NFTs in the sports industry. If you look at the history of sports, collectibles are just like, it's a huge thing. I mean, my dad had like those baseball cards. When I was small, I bought those match attacks, and I think that now having this on a digital layer opens up the sports economy for so much more people. Because when you think about it, the people that watch the sports can call it stereotyping, but I would say the people that watch more sports are not especially the people that are into the technical stuff. It's a stereotype, but I think in some way it's true. And now if you have the digitalized layer coming with all those NFTs, all those tokens, so many new people that were not especially interested in the sports before can enter in the sports economy. I mean, traders are going to come to trade with the different coins. Before the Champions League game tonight, you are going to see a lot of people buying coins from the team they think will win, who maybe were not actually so much in the sports before. So I think the most inspiring thing is that through the blockchain, the economy of the sports opens up for so much like new people, new customers, new consumers. That's what inspires me.
Great. Thank you very much, Luis.
Thank you
very much. Have a great day.
You
and thank you. Stay safe.